In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to create custom workflows in Zoho Bookings. By the end of this walkthrough, you'll know how to get to the workflows area, start a new custom workflow, and move through the on-screen prompts with confidence. First, open Zoho Bookings and sign into your account if you're not already logged in. Once you're on the main dashboard, take a moment to familiarize yourself with the layout. Zoho's interface can be quite feature-rich, so it helps to know where things live before you start building automations. From the dashboard, look for the section or menu labeled Workflows. This is where Zoho Bookings keeps all of your automation rules and processes. Click on Workflows to open the Workflows page. Here, you'll usually see any workflows you've already created, along with options to manage or edit them. Even if this is your first time and the list is empty, this is still the right place to be. Within the Workflows area, find and click on Custom Workflows. This is important because Zoho may also have default or pre-built workflows, but what we want to focus on are the workflows that you can fully customize. Custom workflows give you control over what gets triggered and when, based on your specific booking needs. Now, look for a button or link that says New Workflow. This is typically positioned near the top or upper right part of the page. Go ahead and click New Workflow. This action starts the process of building a brand new automation from scratch. Once you click to create a new workflow, you'll be asked to select what kind of workflow you want to build. At this point, choose the option that best fits the process you're trying to automate. For example, you might be selecting a workflow that runs when a new booking is created, when a booking is rescheduled, or when a booking is cancelled. Take a moment here to think through your goal, because the type you select will shape the options that follow. After you've made your selection, simply follow the on-screen prompts. Zoho Bookings will guide you step by step. Typically, you'll be giving your workflow a name, defining the trigger event, and then adding actions such as sending emails, updating fields, or notifying team members. Move through each prompt carefully. Review your settings before saving, and when you're done, make sure to save or activate the workflow so it actually runs when